Hey guys. This thing focus. Oh my god. Hello, everyone. It's morning. I'm not sure if it's a good time of the morning. But yeah, here we are. I just wanted to give you guys a top up. I don't know. Hi Blader 2013. Shy Prelly. Hello. I don't know if anyone's from the island, but I'm from Jamaica. And when I was in Jamaica, hi, President VIP. When I was in Jamaica, when I was younger, I would go and see my dad for the summer. And my dad would give me a cell phone. And he would give me enough minutes, to call him or to call my cousins, hi, to call my cousins or, hey, Junior, to call my cousins or to call whoever I needed. I'm talking about, when you go to Jamaica for the summer, you get a cell phone. So my dad would give me a cell phone, and my cousins didn't have a cell phone, so there was no point. I'm good. How you doing? There was no point in calling them. I would just use my minutes and call my mom. And being that I was like a super annoying child, I would call my mom all the time. I would call my mom and use all my minutes, just leaving a message on her answering machine because I was away from her for the summer. So I thought of that this morning. And when we're going throughout our day, so many things, that's good. So many things take up our minutes. Work take up our minutes. Ministry takes up our minutes. Children take up our minutes. Whatever you can think of, it takes up our minutes. I know it's school for me. School takes up my minutes. A lot. School takes up my whole life. But we're gonna fix that soon. But anyways, the point of the story is when your minutes are done, you don't have a way to reach people unless you send them a please call me. Because you can't reach someone if you don't have any minutes. If you don't have no credit, you can't call anybody. You have to send them a please call me, and they have to call you. So, when we get worn out, it's like a perfect time to send God a please call me. I need you to call me. I need you to tell me something. I need you to download anything into me right now because I need it. This is really loud. Sorry. Download anything into me right now because I really need it. So, with that being said, this morning I had to send God a please call me because I was exhausted and I did not want to get up. But, Mark 4, verse 35. And the same day, when the evening was come, he said unto them, let us pass over to the other side. Now, if you read Mark 4, it's like one of my favorite scriptures. In the beginning, he's telling a parable to the multitude about different grounds and how we represent soil. Some people are rocky soil. Some people are okay soil. But he tells us that we should aspire to be good soil. And I always love the fact that after Jesus talks to the multitude, he always pulls the disciples aside and speaks to them. He tells them that, look, I speak to the multitude in parables, but to you, I'm going to show you the hidden mysteries. I'm going to show you what I'm all about because you are my chosen and I love you. So, not only does he bring them aside, I always notice that Jesus will bring them into a test. He will test them on some parable that he had expounded to them upon. And this morning, everybody knows about, when Jesus was in the boat with the disciple and the storm was there and they're like, Master, you don't care that we're dying. But that's not the part that, really got me this morning. What really got me is the fact that God in his infinite mercy, we know that Jesus is the Son of God, and God in himself. But anyways, Jesus knew the storm was going to be there. He knew what was going to happen before it happened. He knew the faith of his disciples. He knew everything about them. And yet he said, let us pass over the other side, because he realized, I was here with you with the multitude, but where I'm bringing you, I can't bring the multitude, because the multitude, they're not going to understand. The enemy is going to come and he's just going to steal it away from them. But I can bring you to the other side, because when I plant this seed in you, the seed is going to germinate and grow. So this morning, I just want to encourage everybody. I just want to encourage you, Junior, and everyone else. Don't be afraid to pass over to the other side, because though there's a test, Jesus is with you when you take that test. He's bringing you to the other side because he knows that you're capable of passing this test. If you weren't capable of passing the test, he would have never brought you to the other side. And I think that's what we miss. That the cross, though we have a cross to bear, the cross always leads to death. The cross doesn't lead to a happy life. The cross doesn't lead to, mansions and Saks Fifth Avenue and all that stuff. I mean, those are perks of the cross. But the cross leads to death. You have to carry your cross. I don't know what everybody else's cross is, but we got crosses. Like, some people it's health. Some people they're living from paycheck to paycheck. Some people are struggling with self-esteem issues. Some people are just struggling with all kinds of things, divorce, affairs. I know so many people that are going through so many things right now, but it's your cross. Like, you have to carry it, and you have to carry it as a good soldier. And not only do you have to carry it, but you have to carry it, knowing that you're doing this for Jesus. Like, though you be despised and shamed, you're doing this because it's a requirement. Like, weeping is a requirement. When you carry your cross and it's heavy and your back is hurting and your life is hurting, your soul is hurting and you're crying, it's a requirement. Jesus wept. So I think it's so interesting that sometimes we think that we're so beyond weeping. We're so beyond our time of sadness. We're so beyond, just feeling anything. In the Garden of Gethsemane, the Bible said that Jesus prayed and he cried and he wept until his very tears and his sweat turned into blood. Like, can you imagine? I'm not sure I want to experience that, but what I'm saying is, like, weeping is a prerequisite to the cross. Like, weeping is a mandatory course. You can't graduate without weeping. So I just want to encourage you guys this morning, don't be afraid to die. Don't be afraid to take on that cross. Don't be afraid to die to self. Correction. Not like, I'm not telling you to go kill yourself or anything. No. I'm telling you, don't be afraid to die to self. Die to self this morning, that God may be glorified, because there's something that he's trying to wean out of each and every one of us. And if we allow him to wean it in the process of bearing our cross, then we will be lifted up. One of my favorite scriptures is when Jesus said to the disciples, if I be lifted up, then I will draw all men unto me. All it takes is for us to carry that cross, because at some point that cross is going to stand up and we're going to have to be on that cross as well. But if we lift God up in the process, if we lift Jesus up, if you can just get yourself to muster a song, if you can just sing a song of praise, or if you can just say hallelujah, if you can just be grateful while you're carrying your cross, then he will draw you unto him. And when he draws you unto him, just know that everything else is going to have to fall off of you, because sickness can't be drawn with you. Disease can't be drawn with you. Your heartaches, your pain, your troubles, not even your own cross that we sometimes despise, it can't be drawn with you either. So yeah, that's my morning top up for everyone. I hope that it tops you up. I hope that anyone who sees it or whoever might replay it, I hope it tops you up, because we're living in a time where we really have to encourage ourselves. It's like a domino effect. So many things are happening. People are forgetting their faith. They're falling by the wayside. They're being prey to just depression. I mean, everybody's depressed. I get depressed sometimes. It's like, if you don't gird up yourself, if you don't remind yourself of the truth and stop thinking about the facts of life, then you will just, they'll find you in a tub too. Like, you'll get fined hanging from a noose too. Like, none of us are exempt from the cares of life. But if there's one thing that keeps us strong, it is the word of God, and it is just his power and the peace. And I just encourage everybody to find the peace of God. Okay, so that's it. The other day I was supposed to come on and do word curses. I'm gonna do that at some point later today. Yeah, because we gonna break them curses. We're not gonna be just walking around with curses. We're gonna go ahead and break all those illegal prayers that have been sent up for us in the atmosphere. We're gonna break every single word curse, because words were created to create, and God gave us the authority to create with those words. So that means that every weapon, though it may form, it's not gonna prosper. We're just gonna go ahead and do warfare in the atmosphere later on today, because it's not gonna go down like that. We're our brother's keeper. So we have to, with every revelation that the Lord gives us, we have to share it so that, other people who are fighting can, fight too. But see you later, Junior. Thank you for watching. I love you guys, everybody that came on, and have a good day. I don't know how to turn my camera off. Oh, there it is. Bye.